Let's face it, we've all had those days where it feels like the entire world is against us. Your phone dies, you're late, someone cuts you off in traffic, and then boom, you snap. But what if I told you that the greatest thinkers of all time, like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and even Aristotle, had some seriously powerful techniques for mastering anger? That's right. Today we're diving deep into how you can learn to control your anger just like these ancient philosophers did. Ready to level up your emotional game? Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get started. So first, let's understand what anger really is. It's not just a random burst of emotion, it's way more complex than that. According to Aristotle, anger is your mind's reaction to a perceived injustice. Think of it as your internal alarm system screaming, "That's not fair." But, and this is a big but, Aristotle didn't think anger was inherently bad. In fact, he argued that anger is necessary in certain situations. What matters is getting angry for the right reasons and in the right amount. Aristotle was all about the golden mean, which is finding balance in everything you do, including your emotions. If you get angry too often, you're going to burn out and make rash decisions. But if you never get angry, people will walk all over you. So where's the balance? According to Aristotle, it's all about finding that sweet spot where your anger serves a purpose without controlling you. Sounds simple, right? Well, maybe not that simple, but stay with me. Next up, we've got the Stoics, probably the OGs of emotional control. And if you're looking to tame your temper, these are the guys you want to listen to. Take Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who also happened to be a philosopher. Dude literally ran an empire and still found time to drop gems of wisdom about staying calm in the face of chaos. In his book, Meditations, Marcus wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." The Stoics believe that anger is a form of self-destruction. In their eyes, letting anger take over is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to suffer. So what's the solution? It's all about controlling how you react to external events. Epictetus, another big Stoic name, said it best, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." So next time someone cuts you off in traffic or sends you a snarky message, channel your inner Stoic and remind yourself, it's just a car moving in space. It's just words on a screen. Don't give that stuff power over your mood. Now let's talk about one of the simplest yet most effective tools, the pause. I know it sounds super basic, but trust me, it's a game changer. Before you snap at someone or hit send on that angry text, give yourself a moment to pause. The Stoics referred to this as delaying the impulse, and Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, called it the greatest remedy for anger. He literally wrote, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." So yeah, before you go off, count to 10, or better yet, count to 20. Why does this work? Well, in modern terms, it gives your brain a chance to switch from that primal fight-or-flight reaction to a more logical, controlled response. It's basically like giving your prefrontal cortex enough time to step in and calm things down. You can't always stop that first wave of anger, but you can absolutely control what comes next. It's about making the choice not to let anger dictate your actions. Okay, so here's a twist. What if instead of suppressing your anger, you use it? Plato, one of the OG philosophers, believed that emotions like anger can be turned into fuel for something positive. Instead of letting that anger sit inside you and explode, channel it into action. Whether it's hitting the gym, writing a killer song, or even focusing on a project, anger can be an incredible source of motivation if you use it wisely. Think of it this way. Anger is energy. You can either let it burn you out or you can redirect it. Ever heard of athletes using their anger to push through a tough game, or artists who create their best work when they're mad at the world? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Channel your anger into something productive and watch how it shifts your entire mindset. Now let's talk about detachment. The Stoics were big on this concept. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself that most of the stuff that makes us angry today is pretty insignificant in the grand scheme of things. He believed in seeing the bigger picture, asking himself, will this even matter a year from now? 5 years from now? Spoiler alert, it probably won't. Detachment isn't about being indifferent or emotionless. It's about focusing your energy on what actually matters. When you get mad, ask yourself if this is worth your mental space. 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. Detaching from anger doesn't mean you're ignoring problems. It means you're choosing to not let those problems control you. Finally, One of the most underrated tools for controlling anger is compassion. Philosophers like Confucius and Buddha believe that a lot of our anger comes from misunderstanding. When someone does something that makes you angry, it's easy to assume they're out to get you. But often they're just acting out of their own fears, stress, or confusion. Instead of jumping to conclusions or retaliating, try putting yourself in their shoes. What are they going through? What might be driving their actions? By showing a little compassion, you not only calm your own anger, but also create a chance for connection and resolution. It's not about being passive, it's about being smart. Compassion is your superpower for diffusing anger and saving your mental energy for things that truly deserve it. All right? Next time you feel that anger bubbling up, remember, pause, channel it, detach from what doesn't matter, and practice compassion. Controlling your anger doesn't mean pretending it's not there. It means mastering it. If you found these tips helpful, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. What's your go-to strategy for staying calm? Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.